I definitely feel like it's in the 30s. So, if you're wondering.
You feel like you're in your 30s?
No, I feel like the answer to that question is in the 30s. So.
Yeah.
For a guy, I feel like it's 35. For a girl, I feel like it's 30.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I do feel like that.
No.
So we're just going to keep it there for a hot snack. Hey, what is up? It is N Squared Sports, and we're in the car, and we haven't recorded college, and we've been waiting at a Whataburger for 20 minutes for food. But Rockets just came off a win with the Lakers, and the Bucks are looking horrible. So we're gonna talk about that because we can. So thank y'all for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. And here we are. I think this is the first time we were back in person after that little brief segment we did in a video. But so yeah, Nick, let's go in the Bucks first. Give me your quick reaction to that.
All right. So basically, the Bucks are about to get eliminated pretty soon. I mean, they're down 3-0 as we're recording this. They just lost today to the Heat by 15.
Mm-hmm.
I actually didn't watch very much of it. But they lost. Giannis is looking more like a Pippen. I don't want to go out on a limb and say he's a Pippen, but I might go ahead and say that. But yeah, they aren't looking very good. Giannis is not taking over when he needs to. He's just kind of been there and like doing his average. He's actually doing a little worse than average right now. He's not doing quite what he did in the regular season. And combine that with Middleton not playing super great. I mean, it's going to be, for them to even get a win in this series, Giannis is going to have to be MVP form. Middleton's going to have to be all-star form, I think. I really think they need to be close to perfect to even get a win in this series.
The Heat have been playing fantastic. They have not lost in the playoff bubble, at least.
Yeah.
And they have just been outstanding across the board. It's been fantastic to watch if you like good basketball. So yeah, the Bucks just have not looked good, but we're seeing a lot of flaws on this team, and without Middleton playing great, Giannis can only do so much.
Yeah.
And this is being proven time and time again. Heat have been playing amazing. All credit to them. They've been outstanding, and they deserve this win. Honestly, they deserve it every ounce. And I'm exhilarated to see the Celtics, who I think are going to win the series. I don't think the Raptors will. And the Heat, because every matchup in that game is just so fascinating to watch. And people will say, oh, the bubble's the reason why the Bucks lost. I don't think so. We've seen Giannis not play well in the playoffs before. We've seen the Bucks entirely. I mean, okay, this is the same stigma as Harden gets, so I'm not going to be the hypocrite that defends Harden. Giannis has played all right, but the Bucks entirely have not played good.
Yeah, like I said, when you have a couple minutes left and you're down 5 to 10 points, you need, like with this day and age, you need to be able to shoot threes and make them. And for Giannis, he just can't, like, he needs somebody else to do it. He's not going to be the guy to, if you need a quick three, you can't rely on him to do it. You can rely on him to get to the lane, but even then, people are figuring out how to keep him out of the lane. And if you can do both, if you can just make sure he doesn't get to the basket, he's kind of useless on offense, to be honest. It's hard to say that. But yeah, so I think that's the deal with Giannis. So I guess now let's move over to the Rockets. By the way, I got my hat on, and I've been repping them the last couple days because today they just beat the Lakers by 15 in their first game. And then a couple of days ago, they beat the Thunder in a wild Game 7. So if you hear a truck, I'm sorry, we're in a drive-through. But yeah, you can keep talking.
We've been recording in pristine places as of recently.
Amazing. We can't record together anywhere on campus because of COVID, so we gotta do it in a car.
Exactly. Big brain moves out here. Yeah, that OKC game was a hoot. That's all I gotta say about that. Honestly, I will still defend this point, and I think people were like, oh, they shouldn't have been this close with the OKC. Yeah. No, OKC was the perfect matchup against the Rockets.
They're tough.
They counter the Rockets in every way. People think, oh no, big ball counters what the Rockets do. No.
I mean, you saw it the Lakers tonight. They played big ball. They struggled mightily against us, honestly.
And they've gone The Rockets are now 3-0 against the Lakers
Since small ball.
And the Rockets beat the Bucks too.
Yeah.
With this is something that's happened inconsistently. You beat them with small ball. And this is why many Rockets fans and Rockets analysts were all saying we'd rather the Lakers much more than the Clippers, because the Clippers can defend the small ball very well because they play their own sort of hybrid way of it. And the Lakers are relying so much on LeBron blowing up. And that's easily possible because LeBron is amazing. But the shooters, they aren't doing anything. They're not that good. I'm just straight up saying it. They're not that good. Danny Green isn't fantastic. KCP can defend okay, but he's not shooting on you. Like he's
honestly no Lou Dort for the Thunder. He's not that against Harden. Harden's probably like, dude, I don't have him, so I can just get whatever. Like, I think if you watched the game tonight, you saw Harden just is like blowing by people left and right. Like, not necessarily getting all the way to the rim every time, but he was able to just get by them and get to the second level of the defense every single time.
The Rockets got so many more free throws, and it's not that most of them, it was honestly a pretty good ref game in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty balanced.
Relative to the OKC games, which I think were pretty bad on both sides, this was a pretty balanced ref game, I would say, honestly. And they got to the line because people were actually fouling the Rockets. And OKC is so disciplined. I mean, all props to OKC. They deserve all respect.
Yeah, and I think one more point before we end this video. I think that with why the Rockets and Thunder match up so well is because you see with the Rockets against all these other teams, against the Bucks and the Lakers, how we play them so well. It's because the Rockets are very scrappy on defense, and they're just little guys that are just harassing you the whole time. And that's the way the Thunder play. They have some big guys, but their little guys are very scrappy, just like the Rockets. And both teams, when you have two pit bulls going against each other, it's going to be a dogfight, just like it was in the series. And I think that's why the Rockets are kind of what the Thunder, they play very similarly on defense in that way. And that's the biggest reason why I think the better teams are struggling against the Rockets, especially if you can't defend the perimeter very well.
And Lakers are not good perimeter defenders. If I'm the Lakers, I do want to continue to be aggressive with them. I want to double Harden and not to slow down Harden. Harden's gonna get his 28 to 37 guaranteed. Probably 32 is a good average that he's gonna get every game. But you are going to want to make the role players score. You don't lose, sort of like how the Rockets are playing the Lakers of, LeBron's going to get his 25, 30. AD's going to get his 30 on us. Okay. We're just going to stop everyone else and make sure they have the crappiest games of their lives. The Lakers just got to make sure they do the exact same thing. It's the exact same formula. Westbrook's going to get his 20 points a game probably. Harden's going to get his 30 points a game. It's on you to stop everyone else.
And honestly, I don't think they can, because they don't have very good perimeter defenders. And the Rockets, all they do is shoot threes. And if they can't defend the perimeter, the Rockets get those open looks. It's going to be brutal for them. So I think this is going to be a really good series.
Absolutely. So that's all for this video. I think it's going to be an interesting series. The rest of the playoffs have been amazing. Also, stay tuned for NFL videos. Talk to you later.